All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We start by giving all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this is Ratazah. And with me today, I got
Brother Anah.
Right, and we just want to do a quick video for you brothers of this article. All right, that you should see on your screen from the Forbes magazine. It's titled "Scientists Fear Slow Earthquakes Will Lead to the Next Big California Quake." All right, and this is just basically more information going into the prophecies. Seeing that this is the year of prophecy, and the scriptures speak heavily about earthquakes, man. And as we get closer and closer to that final day, so to speak, there's going to be a lot of destruction, a lot of different forms of natural disasters, whether it's hurricanes, flooding, whirlwinds, things of that nature, but a lot of earthquakes too, man. And the scriptures prophesied about that. All right, so we're probably going to start with matter of fact, let me just read an excerpt from this article. All right, and then we can get a few scriptures. It says, the next big California earthquake has concerned scientists and California residents for decades. Now, recent research points to the regular occurrence of slow earthquakes as increasing the risk of a magnitude 7 or greater earthquake. So yeah, basically it's like what's going on is there's these slow or these minor forms of earthquakes happening throughout that region. Like I know the brother, I don't know if you're gonna probably pull it later, but you mentioned something about an earthquake in like Mexico, in that region, the west, southwest, so to speak. But what they fearing that it's going to lead up to a magnitude 7 or greater, man. And that's right on point because that's in the scriptures.
If I could say,
Yep.
like me personally, when I grew up in California, I lived there for 7 years as a kid, and there was always like the little 4.5 earthquakes, the little 5.0s, the little 2-point aftershocks that you would feel. But then in 1989, you had that earthquake that shook the Bay Area. That I think it wasn't a 9.0, but it was in the magnitude of an 8.0 or something like that, and it shook the Golden State, the Bay Bridge. They were playing a World Series game, so there's these little aftershocks, these little tremors that lead up to the big ones. And then if people live in California, they've always know about the so-called big one that's supposed to separate Northern California and Southern California.
That's right, man. Yep. So these devils, man, the so-called white man scientists, the people that research earthquakes and follow the patterns and trends, they know what's coming, man. And they seeing that is steadily increasing. All right, I'm gonna read this little part. It says, the San Andreas fault is one of the most closely watched and feared faults in the country due to its history of creating high-powered earthquakes in proximity to millions of people. Now, I think they did a movie called San Andreas with this guy, Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I think it was based upon like earthquakes and stuff, man. If I'm not mistaken, came out like a few years ago. So these people they know, man. They know that destruction is coming. All right. I'm gonna get this quick scripture. All right. This is pretty much a commonly read scripture dealing with this topic. All right, Matthew 24, and that's all. 24:7. I'm going to get right to the point. It says, Matthew 24:7, all right, this is Yahweh Shai. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, so that's out the mouth of Yahweh Shai, man. He prophesied different events, famines, pestilences, and he said what? Earthquakes in diverse places, man. All right. Because that's what you're seeing now, man. You got earthquakes happening all over and primarily on the West Coast, man. And it's constantly intensifying. You want to say something?
Yeah, but you also got because people think fault lines they only exist in California and the West Coast, and the Pacific Northwest and whatnot. But you got the Real Madrid fault line in the Midwest. You got one in the Southeast. I can't remember what it's called. Excuse me. And then you got the Ramapo fault line in the East Coast, because there was an earthquake actually in Delaware about 4 or 5 months ago, and it could be felt all the way up in New York. So you got multiple fault lines in the United States. It's not just a Pacific West Coast type thing. It's all over the United States.
That's right, man. Yeah, it's happening all over, man. Because America as a whole is going to be judged, man. All right, and this is only the very beginning, man. All right, you have the scripture? Cause I got another one.
No, I don't have one.
Okay, Second Ezra's 9, and I'm gonna start from the top. All right, point is in verse 3. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I told thee before," which that's what we doing, man. We're actually, as men of the Lord, prophets, we're measuring the time, man. Meaning we're carefully, basically going through the prophecies, man, and seeing how it links up with the scriptures. It says, verse 2, "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Yeah. See, that's what it is, man. You see what earthquakes, uproars of the people, then you know that this is the same times that the Most High spake of, even from the beginning, man. And you got to go back to the scriptures, all right?
Okay.
You want to say something?
Yeah, you got talking about uproars of the people that's going synonymous with earthquakes and these prophecies being fulfilled. You still got uproars in Nicaragua. You got protests going on in Argentina. You still got economic turmoil in Greece and Venezuela. So this is all going to lead up to things escalating in America. Everything that you see going on in other countries is coming to America slowly but surely. Just like these little small earthquakes are going to magnify into big ones, the same events like the uproars of the people are going to come here to America.
That's right, man. That's right. Hey, man, that's what it is, man. It's intensifying more and more, man. As the years, days, weeks, months go by, years go by, it's all leading up to that ultimate destruction, man. Let me see.
I got some.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 29:6. "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder."
You break it down too. You got it.
"And with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire." So the Most High is visiting this place with thunder and earthquakes. That's the topic that we're talking about. There was a 6.0 earthquake today out on the coast of Mexico. It was a 6.0. And then you also got to worry about the tsunamis, because that's another thing. You got to worry about this water rising up to a level where it's destroying cities and towns. You still got, we're talking about California, and these seismologists are also, last year we were actually talking about that Great Pacific Northwest earthquake, the 9.2, projected 9.2 that's supposed to tear up Portland and Seattle and Vancouver. So you got to worry about the tsunamis as well. Every time you have an earthquake that's a 6.0 or higher, you got to worry about a tsunami warning.
That's right.
And then you got in this country too, in the Midwest, you got to worry about. This is a time where tornadoes happen in the Midwest, Oklahoma. All right, you got to worry about hurricanes. All right, because it's going to further and get worse. The brother Ratazar did an article a month ago about they're no longer going to label the hurricanes category F5s. They're going to go to levels higher than that. So we're in that time where the Most High is magnifying himself through his works, in this case, through natural disasters.
That's right, man. That's right. It was any more than that? That was what we had.
I'm finishing that.
Okay. Yeah, I think we probably can close on that. You know, it's a real short article, right? Brothers can check it out for yourself. It's on Forbes. The thing is Forbes magazine. All right, you brothers see the title, you can type it in, search it, read it for yourself. But these devils, it says what? It says these scientists fear, man. You know, so the Lord is putting the fear in their heart, and they know it's something crazy about to happen, man. Like the brother read that Isaiah 29:6 about the earthquakes, the flooding, the tornadoes, the tempests. You know, all of these are these are weapons of destruction from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, and we gonna through the Spirit we gonna continue to watch and engage and watch these patterns happening just as much as these scientists are, man. But we're filtering it through the scriptures. We're prophesying, giving the people the information, so to speak, man, through the Spirit. So you got any closing words or that's it?
No, that's it.
All right. So with that, man, Lord willing, that was edifying. All right. We end giving all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. All right. To the next video. Shalom.
Shalom.